Hello everyone, thanks for watching this talk. My name is Song. I'm the undergraduate coordinator in Department of Electronic and Computer Engineering at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. In this talk, I will briefly introduce what is electronic and computer engineering and what we will learn in this major. Human beings have been living on the Earth for many years. During this time, we have been changing the world significantly. In these two photos, you can see Hong Kong in the history and now, and you can easily observe how we have changed the Earth. At the same time, we also changed the way we interact with the world and interact with each other. So here are two photos taken in 2005 and 2013. There are people waiting outside the church for the announcement of the new Pope. The people are the same, but 8 years later, everyone is carrying a smart device, a mobile phone or a pad. So what we have been doing on the Earth is to significantly change the world and also the way we live our lives. And that is basically the most fundamental goal of engineering, which is to make people's life easier. And electronic and computer engineering is one of the engineering fields which we turn imagination into reality. So basically, all the smart devices you use in your daily life, including your mobile phone, your computer, your projector at home, even the applications you use on your phone are product of electronic and computer engineering. The Hong Kong University of Science and Technology was set up less than 30 years ago. There have been many successful stories, but the most famous one should be about the company DJI, which was set up by our alumni, Frank Wang. You may not know the name DJI, but I'm sure you have seen those drones flying in the sky taking photos. And in fact, DJI nowadays is occupying more than 80% of the international civil drone market. And this figure shows how their business has been doing very well in the recent years. And in fact, the company started from a dorm room on the HKUST campus. Okay, so what is electronic and computer engineering? What do we do in this major? There are many definitions. The one I like the most is about we build smart devices and efficient systems to control the world. So basically, there are three layers of things we do. In the first layer, we build smart devices, including sensors, ICs, amplifiers, and LEDs, etc. Once you have those components, you can use them to construct efficient systems, like your computer, like your mobile phone. And finally, we can use communication system to connect all those devices together. We say we connect the world. I'm sure you have heard Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, LTE, those communication protocols before. So what are the research areas you can study if you join this department? Let's look at them one by one. The first one is solid-state electronics and photonics. It basically talks about how photons will fly, how we can use semiconductor materials to build the integrated circuit, and how we can use semiconductor materials to build solar panels. I'm sure you have heard OLED before, and it is the device Apple and Samsung are using to create those bendable displays. And do you know that the father of OLED is now at our department? Professor Tang, in fact, published a paper more than 20 years ago, and today people are using OLED everywhere. Once we have those semiconductor materials, we can use them to construct what we call integrated circuits, or normally people call them ICs. They are basically the brain or the heart of all the current smart devices. And there are many ICs in your phone. Let's say if you are using iPhone, the computation power comes from a tiny unit. You can call it CPU or you can call it MCU. Basically, this device is constructed by billions of semiconductor materials like transistors. And we call this technology integrated circuit design and systems. Once you have smart devices, you can use them to control robotic arms, to build smart drones and robots. So this is the third area. We call it control and robotics. Now, once you have billions of millions of smart devices or mobile phones, we can use communication systems like wireless communication system or a satellite communication system to connect them together. I'm sure you have seen or have been using Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 4G, and you have heard 5G. I'm sure in recent years people have been talking about 5G. In fact, you can watch this video now either on your phone or on your computer. It's a proof that how communication system is so important in our daily life. Once you have a smart device, once you build up a communication system, you can collect data from everywhere of the world. And then the next task is to make a wise decision based on the data you collected. And this is what we call data science or artificial intelligence. Now, in the 21st century, one of the most important technology is definitely information technology. So you can think about the most successful companies in the world. What do they do? Google. What does Google do? Google basically provides you useful information to make your daily life easier. Facebook. You post a photo on Facebook. Your friends may give you likes and you feel happy. So what does Facebook do? Basically, it also simply carry some information from you to your friends. You can think about Uber, you can think about Airbnb, you can think about Tencent and Alibaba. Basically, they are working on the same thing, which is about data. Okay. Well, the second most important technology in the 21st century, well, I believe, should be biomedical engineering. Why? Let's go back to the history. Think about Industrial Revolution. During that time, we built machines, cars, and planes. Basically, we build something which are stronger than us, which runs faster than us. In the information or technology revolution, which happens recently, we build computers which are smarter than us. If we can build machines stronger than us, if we can build computers smarter than us, how about just use those technology to strengthen our body, to cure disease for humans? And this is what we call biomedical engineering. So basically, the above are the several areas you can study in electronic and computer engineering. Now, let's look at what kind of job you can do after you graduate. On the left pie chart, you can see that around 80% of our graduates will be employed immediately. 10% will go for further studies, say to complete their master or PhD. There are some other students who will start their own business or maybe just take a gap year. Well, the nature of their jobs are not only about engineering. So if you look at the second chart pad, you can see that less than half of our students are actually working in engineering. Another half is working on business. And some of them also work in the education section. So if you look at the companies our students join, there are conventional hardware companies like Huawei, like Analog Devices. There are also service companies like CLP, like EMSD. But obviously, our students also join the current data science companies like Tencent, like Baidu. If you join us during your study, not only if you take our courses, there are also opportunities. You can learn through projects, through computation. I'm sure you heard the robotics team at HKUST. They have been doing very well, both locally and internationally. So if you join us, you may be a member of the team and compete with students all around the world. Okay, so if you are interested in any of the above areas or you have any questions, please, you can go to our department website, or there are 3 contact points on this slide. You can send email to us and we will be happy to answer your questions. Also, if you are interested to know how the engineering school-based admission is run by the School of Engineering, you can check their website and also contact them directly. Thanks for watching, and I hope I can see you soon on HKUST campus. Bye-bye.